Hi, and welcome to Slideform. This short tutorial will help you get started hooking up a dashboard into your slide deck template in order to create automated reports. Here you can see my Slideform homepage. Each of these cards represents a different project, which is based on a different slide deck template. So let's step through. There are three aspects to Slideform to create your automated reports. The first piece is a template. So here's my simple report example that we're going to work through today. Let's take a look at the template I made in Google Slides. This is just a regular Google slide deck. It has styling elements, and then it also has these placeholders which are found in curly braces. If you want to insert a chart or a data table or an image, you have to embed that placeholder inside a shape object that you want to fill with your chart or image. Each one has to have a unique name as well. For simple text like this client name, just enter the placeholder in text using the font size and color and styling that you want the eventual text to have. And that's really all there is to it to create a template. Then in Slideform, you enter that template into our system by clicking New Project and going through the wizard there. The second piece that you need to connect to Slideform is, of course, your data source. So let's take a look at my example data source here, which is a Looker Studio dashboard showing some Google Search Console results. You can see we have different charts, we have different KPIs and tables that we want to import into our slide deck. So to connect a data source, just go to Data Sources on the menu, and you can click Add Data Source and select which type of data you're connecting. We do support Looker as well as Looker Studio, Power BI, Tableau, and a variety of other dashboards and spreadsheets. So to connect Looker Studio, we'll choose this integration here, and all you have to do is put in the URL of the dashboard, make sure to enable embedding for your dashboard, and share the dashboard with share at slideform.co. Then just click Save, and Slideform will index that dashboard, and I'll show you what that looks like. It may take about 20 to 30 minutes to see all of the dashboard elements captured inside Slideform. Here's what you see under Data Sources for a dashboard that's already been indexed. So to look at all the charts, we select the worksheet, and then we can see a menu with all of the different charts from that dashboard. If you want to preview all of those, just click Preview, and you'll see the first item will be the full page. And then each of the individual charts is captured separately as well. Now you can manage your charts and do a lot of things that are really helpful to select which charts you want to use in your project. So for example here, I want to capture these three small boxes with metrics and put them into my presentation. So I can use the favorite and the star here to keep track of these three and make sure that I can find them again in the future. The other thing you can do is rename the charts because Slideform just applies whatever name it's able to auto-detect. So for this one, chart 9, it didn't know what to call it. So I can rename that. Make sure you hit enter to save the name. And then this name will be associated with that chart from now on. Similarly with tables, tables are actually the data behind each of the charts or tables that you see inside of your dashboard. So if we wanted to take a look at one of the tables, let's look at impressions over time. You can specify which columns you want. You can sort them. You can apply filters. So for example, we might just do a let's see, device category. I only want to see the mobile impressions in this table. And let's just click preview and you'll be able to see data filtered by that device category. And you can embed this table then into your slide deck as a native Google Slides table or PowerPoint table. Now, it may take some time to load this preview, so we'll just pause here and come back to it. Okay, so let's take a look now at how you can send these images of charts or tables into your dashboard. When you've identified which elements you want to use in your presentation, then you can use the Send to Project button to actually send that right over to the project. So I'm going to choose my project here and select which placeholder or pragma I'm going to apply it to. I think it's going to be chart metric 1, and then click OK. And now it's going to save this image of a chart and send it over to my project automatically. Now you can apply all of your elements to your presentation template this way by sending to project, or we can go back and finish the data mapping over under the project itself. So let's go back and take a look at how you would set that up. We'll click Configure Data on the project card. And here you'll see a lot of information about your project, including all these tabs at the top where you can change the settings and you can set up a schedule to generate the report automatically. You can always access the template by clicking on the name of the template here, or you can remove and replace the template. You can also apply filters at the entire project level, especially for date range, which is really useful to apply date range to everything in this project. So for placeholders that you want to just fill in later, you can leave it blank, or you can preset a value to always use a specific value for this pragma. So if I always want it to show Campbell's here, I can enter it here. Otherwise, I can just type that in when I generate the report. So for each of the charts that you've already set using the Send to Project functionality, like the metric 1 chart, you'll see that's already pre-populated. But for the other charts that are not preset, like metric 2, let's go ahead and set a value. So all you have to do is choose the data source, the worksheet, and the chart that you want to use. Here's mine called clicks, or you can even filter by the stars so that you only see the ones that you've already put a star on. You can also apply an anchor position so that it will be either centered or top left within the placeholder that you set up. And you can also filter the data. So here's my preview and it looks good. So I'm going to move on and set the rest of these. Let's jump down to the table so we can say how to preset a data table as well. You choose the data source. We can either use predefined tables or you can query the data source directly. And since it's a dashboard, I'm going to use the predefined tables. We'll select the table that we want to use, impressions over time. And then you can also set the columns, the sorting, or set any filters. You can also limit the number of rows if you don't want it to overflow on the slide. Then just click Save, and we will be able to run this report. So to run your report and generate the output, just click Generate. There you'll have to fill in any information that wasn't pre-populated already. And then on the next screen, you'll see a preview of your slides displayed if that is enabled for this project. If you don't want to wait for the preview, you can click to download it as PowerPoint or upload to Google Slides right away. But here's the preview of my report. It looks good, so I'll just save it as a Google slide deck. Then it might be a minute or two. You can wait to see that output displayed here under All Downloads. Here's an example that I generated, so let's click into it and we'll see the output here, which besides a little bit of alignment, maybe I needed to say align to the top left for each of these, it all looks pretty good. So we have an editable table here, we have a chart image, and the 3 little metrics are embedded. So I hope that this is helpful to you, and if you have any questions, do reach out to us at slideform.co. Thanks.